internet friends, it's Brad Edits, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to do shakes on VideoStar, so let's get it poppin'. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import a random audio and a random clip or photo, so yeah. So I'm just going to import 2 different photos, so yeah, I feel like that doesn't need much explaining. But we're gonna set it at like 1 second. Okay, so I don't think I actually need 2 clips here, but I put them just in case. So anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and go to New, Multi-Layer. And this would be like if you didn't already import your photo or video, you could import your photo here or the video here. But since we already did, we're gonna click on our photo and we're gonna go into Edit Keyframes. And then we're gonna slide all the way down and we're gonna check the path right here. Sorry, you guys can't really see anything, but like if the path is right here, so like check it down, and then we're gonna click on the like curves. I always forget the name. I try to call them keyframes. They're not keyframes. Anyways, we're gonna choose, depending on how long your clip is, you're gonna choose one of these 6. One of those, okay? And since ours is about a minute long, or not a minute, what? A second long, we're gonna choose this one, I think. And also, it depends, like I said, it depends on like how long your clip is. And it also depends on how intense you want it to be. Excuse me, I forgot to show my dot. Sorry, everyone. But basically, we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning, and our dot right here is gonna be moved kind of to the corner and kind of up. Or if you want it to go like down or however, like it doesn't really matter. But me personally, I do it kind of like this. So let's check how that looks. Wait. Okay, now let's check. So it looks very like not intense at all. If we want it to be more intense, what we can do is click on the path here and choose one that has more like little wiggly thingies. And then we can even push it up a little further and it'll be more intense. But since our clip is kind of long, usually you would do a shake set at like 0.15, I would say. So I'll show you what that looks like. We have to move this back to the middle now. And then we're gonna go back and choose the same one we did before. See how it looks more intense now that it's half the clip and not a full second? So that works too. So you can either do it like that, and we're gonna add the mirror, and then color, go to, if I can find it, tracking blur. And I always turn mine down. I don't do it all the way because for me it just looks like too much, and it's like it doesn't need all that. Also, you can like see like this black line right here. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that because we don't want that black line in our edit. It's gonna look ugly. So there we go, nice and pretty now, hopefully. Alright, so there's that version that we can do, and then there's another version. So we're gonna do one where it's kind of like turning. So what we're gonna do is go back to 0.15, and then what I like to do is I like to kind of mark it by going like that, or you can just click like the down button right here. But either one works. I just kind of have a habit. Anyways, we're gonna choose this one again, and then go all the way back to the front or beginning, and then change it to like 0.05 maybe. And then we're gonna of course add the mirror again, and then tracking blur. And that's another shake. But also with this shake, if you want it to be like even more, you can add the path in just as well, but I would say don't do the path like super intense because yeah, it's gonna look too much. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just gonna look too much. So we're gonna go ahead and add like this. All right, so I'll go ahead and save this. And then the next one that we're gonna do is like a squish shake, which is from the layout option. And sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't really look that good sometimes. You have to be like super careful with this one. So I use squish too, because in my opinion, the first squish is just like kind of ugly. That's just how I feel. I'll go ahead and show you. Like, see how it looks like super pointy? I don't like that it looks super pointy. So let's go back to the other squish. And like, see how it looks more like rounded here? You know what I mean? Do you understand, or do I just sound crazy? That's fine. All right, so we're gonna choose the squish. We want up and down and sideways. Those are not correct terms. Up and down and left and right, I don't know. We're gonna choose the last one basically. And then we're gonna set the layout to either 100 or 0. It doesn't really matter, but like, as you can see, 0 is like this, like up and down, I guess. And then 100 is left and right. It doesn't really matter. I usually do it at 100, but yeah. So we're gonna once again mark it at 15. And then change it all the way down to 50, because that's where it's normal. Like I said earlier, if you go all the way down to 0, it's just gonna go into the other squish, and we don't want that. So once again, we're gonna choose one of these. Excuse me, ma'am, do not close on me. And we're just gonna try this. I'm kind of just like making it up as I go, because that's kind of what you have to do with shakes, because there's not really like a set formula. You kind of have to play with it and see whatever looks good with that particular clip. So let's see. That one doesn't look too bad, but there will be times that you will kind of underdo it or overdo it, and you don't ever want to do that. Like, let's see how this works, for example. Oh, wait, that actually looks fine. Sometimes it doesn't look fine and it looks really, yeah, like that. Like, you don't want to underdo it like this, and you don't want to overdo it either. Like that. Like, see, because that looks like too choppy. You want to be like right in the middle, I would think. That one's kind of a lot too. What if we do this one? That one looks okay. So the point of this is that this shake is kind of like squishy. And I guess maybe it's not a quote-unquote shake, but I think it still counts. Just my opinion. I'm not gonna lie, I just finished filming and then I realized that there was a shake that I forgot, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so we're gonna go once again into multi-layer, and once again choose our photo, our video, whatever you got, and then we're gonna go to skew. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't do skew often, so I might not be the best at this, but we're just gonna pretend, okay? And there's like tons of skew options. I think this is still technically a skew in my opinion, but whatever. I think we're just gonna do regular skew, because I don't know, like, I don't really have a preference for this one, so let's go ahead and do that. And it's kind of just the same that we've been doing from before. So we're gonna set the layout at like, let's see, wait, hold on, actually I lied. Once again, we're gonna choose the bottom skew, so it goes both ways and not just one way. So now we can continue. Okay, so it's like the other one where layout 50 is gonna be like where the normal is. So we're gonna set it to 50 at 0.15. And then we're gonna set it to, what should we set it to, like 70? Because it looks like it's gonna be really intense if we go up to 100. So we're gonna set it at 70. Sorry if I'm talking weird, my lips are chapped right now and I'm like trying to not stutter. Sorry guys. And then let's try this one, just because I feel like the skew is gonna be really intense, so let's do it. Yes, that looks fine. All right, so it's basically just what I taught you guys before. Just basically like, what? Basically, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Just make sure if you're doing like a second long clip, only do it like halfway, like 0.15 should be enough. And then if you notice that, like if you're doing a layout effect and it looks like really intense, don't go all the way up to 100, because if it looks too intense, it is too intense, and it's not going to be something that's like easy on the eyes when you're watching it in an edit. So yeah, I feel like this is really it. Like, I don't know what else to say because I feel like shakes are so simple. I feel like a lot of people just kind of overthink them or do too much, and it's like, you know what, you don't gotta do that. Just think like simplified, you know. All right, that's all. Peace. There is one more thing I want to go over, and a lot of editors like to do this thing where they like, let's say like right here, they're like, oh, put your thing here, and then like the next second they're like, put it right here for the next second, like put it here. It's like, why would you take all that time and all that work for like something that's not going to turn out super good at the end? I would think, like, that's just kind of just my opinion, how I feel. Like, if you just use like the paths here, like they work great. And hold on, forgot to mark it. Oopsie whoopsie poopsie. Anyways, I didn't say that, guys. What are you talking about? Like, these paths right here, like, they're not paths. What am I talking about? These curves. That's what they are. I literally don't know the names. Don't at me. Sorry, guys. Like, they work literally just fine. And if you don't want it to look like, so like it's coming from the side or whatever, because I think that's why people take so much time to make their own little shake. It's like, okay, then just like make it go up or something. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Like, make it go like this. Or you can make it go down if you even wanted. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand why people do that, because these paths, they're not paths. Oh my god. These curves work so good. Like, I don't know how else to describe it or what else to say about it. Like, just use the paths. They're not paths. Oh my god. This is so humiliating. I'm going to end the video now before I end up embarrassing myself some more. But, yeah, that's just kind of the secret to doing shakes, is just to use these curves. Finally got the name right. I swear on my life, I use them for every single edit that you guys have ever seen from me. They're like, or not every single edit, that's a lie, but they work so good. And all you have to do is add the mirror, whichever mirror that you want, and then you have to add, what is this called? Tracking blur. And like I said earlier, you can make it start like from the bottom, from the side, like from wherever. It doesn't matter. It's however you want your edit to look. It's gonna look like that, and it's gonna look good. So like, don't overthink it. Don't think that you have to like put your path like a million different ways by yourself. You don't have to do that. Just use the curves. I swear on my life, they work. So anyways, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you hated this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I love you, thank you, and bye.